Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. If you are new here, welcome. I do hope that you are going to stay here and you are going to join our beautiful family. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. It's good to have you back. And as you can see, today we are doing a braces update video, which I haven't done one in a very long time. So if you want to know more about my braces journey, please do stick around and let's get into this video. So as you can see by the title, I have had my braces on for 8 months so far. And a lot has happened in those 8 months. So what I will be doing throughout this video, I will be adding some pictures as reference so that you guys can see visually how I've been doing on my braces journey. So I want to start off with a bit of a backing story. I want you guys to know the background. I want you guys to understand my journey and why I am here, why I'm wearing braces and how I got here. So to take you back to the very beginning, the reason why I got my braces was because I had two issues. The first issue being that I had a protruding tooth that we used to refer to as my vampire tooth. It was literally sticking out of my gum right at the top. It was sticking out and it made me sort of look like a vampire, which is not really that great. But anyways, the second reason why I needed braces was because my midline was not aligned. So the upper teeth have shifted to the one direction and my lower teeth shifted to the other direction. So we have a situation where my teeth are misaligned, and instead of being aligned with my midline, they have sort of shifted either direction, which is crazy because like I don't even know. I don't even know how we got there, but yeah, it is what it is. So then that means I had two things that I needed to fix with my braces. So my journey with braces really started when I was still in primary school. I think I must have been in grade 6 or in grade 7, where my dentist, because of the tooth that I had suggested that I should get what are they called, retainers or something, but those braces that are just like a wire that goes around, and then there's this like hook thing that you hook into your, what are they called, these teeth over here, I forgot. But yeah, so that was actually my very first experience of putting appliances in my mouth. Those obviously didn't do well because they obviously were not going to do the job that I needed them to do. So I'm kind of just thinking that man sort of just wanted to make extra money out of me, because really those braces, or rather those retainers, did absolutely nothing for me. So yeah, and then I went to go see an actual orthodontist who then took x-rays of my teeth and did like a proper had like a proper look at my teeth to see what the issue is and what are all the things that needed to be fixed. And he showed us the pictures of all the things that actually need to take place in my mouth. And then that is when he told my mother that I need to get braces, like proper braces, not that retainer crap that other dentist was talking about, that I actually need to get proper braces. Back then when I was in school, we used to call them train tracks. I don't know if kids today still refer to them as that. So basically he said that I need to get train tracks, and he will need to set up a treatment plan for me and how long the braces are, I'm going to have them in my mouth, and how long the treatment is going to be, basically. So they were obviously quite pricey, and my mom at the time couldn't really afford that. So then for that time being, I just sort of had to forget about getting braces, and so my life continued. So now as an adult, I felt like, no man, I still want to get braces. There's certain issues that I have in my mouth. Like, for example, I have a lisp. I need to fix that. I know that one of the things that I have to do is fix the misalignment of my midline in order to stop this lisp from happening, because I really, really don't like it. And also, I just kind of felt like I was over the sticking out tooth. People will tell you all sorts of things, hey, if you don't have perfect teeth. People will be like, oh no, but that tooth makes you. I don't know how many times I heard that before I got braces, And I understand that. And I mean, like, that tooth was part of me for a very long time. But nevertheless, I mean, I want to have, normal teeth. I want to have teeth that are as close to perfect as possible. I feel like a smile is something that is so, it's the first thing you see, when you meet someone or when you see someone, your smile, it just says a lot about you. It frames your face. It makes such a huge difference. And as somebody who loves to laugh and who loves to smile a lot, I knew that, you know what, I really want to fix my teeth. I want my teeth to look the best that they can. So I decided that, you know what, as an adult, I will start this journey. I will go get myself braces. I can afford them now. I'm an adult. I work. So let me get these braces and let us see what happens. Also, I was inspired by a number of people that I was seeing who had braces. They were fine. They're adults too. Because also there's this misconception that, my braces. I've heard that a number of times in my life. Oh no, you don't, why do you want to get braces? You're so old. What difference is it gonna make? Oh no, it's actually gonna make a huge difference. So I'm just very grateful that I finally got to a point where I was comfortable enough to say, actually, you know what, I don't care who says what, I don't care what people think. I'm gonna get braces because that's what I want and I feel like it's what I deserve. I then went to an orthodontist to have a consultation and to see what work needs to be done for my teeth. And as I already said, it was basically the stuff that I've already told you. We needed to fix the midline and we needed to fix that weird protruding tooth. So 8 months later, here we are. So I will be inserting images of where I'm coming from, what my teeth looked like before I started the braces journey, what my teeth are currently looking like now. And yeah, basically so that you can see the difference in the work that has been happening on my teeth to date. The first thing that I noticed is that it didn't even take a month for the protruding vampire tooth to get back into place. Guys, it didn't even take a month. I kid you not. The first movement that I saw with my teeth was that particular tooth moved back into place. Yes, it was still higher up than it was supposed to be, because as I'm saying, it was high up in my gums and it was sticking out too. So what happened is, the first thing is that it went back into its place. It went back to the space that they had created for the tooth to move back into. And that literally happened within a span of probably 2 to 3 weeks at the most. It was crazy. And then secondly, what I realized is that over time, the tooth then also moved downwards and is now aligned with the rest of my teeth, in terms of, the positioning height-wise. It's now no longer a situation where my teeth do this, they now all in the same line, which is great. So now, currently at the 8-month point, we are now working at fixing the midline. We are now shifting all the teeth individually to make sure that they're aligned with the center of my face, the symmetry that's supposed to happen. So right now, as you can see, I have this gap in my teeth. I have that right now because we're currently moving the teeth one by one to move them towards the right direction so that they can be perfectly aligned. So the last tooth, well, the one that we had been moving currently is this one, right? So as you can see, this tooth is now in the correct position. The next tooth that we're gonna move is my front tooth, this one. Then we're gonna move it this way, and so on and so forth. And we're gonna keep moving the teeth, and they're all gonna shift until they completely aligned with the center of my face. And we're also going to do the same thing with my bottom teeth. They are moving in the opposite direction, so we're actually moving the teeth like this to meet in the middle, if you understand what I'm saying. So far I am very, very happy with my braces journey. Obviously there's a lot that has been happening in the 8 months, starting from the fact that at the beginning, eating was very uncomfortable. The whole adjusting to the way that you eat food, that was crazy, because it really does take, a lot of adjusting. You have to adjust to how you used to do things. It's no longer the same. You're now chopping up your food, eating it in little bits. You're unable to eat things that are hard, that require you to take a hard bite. You obviously can't do that. But what I can tell you is that 8 months later, I am in a position where I feel comfortable eating almost anything that I want to eat. I think this is the thing that you're not supposed to say to other people when you have braces, but I'm pretty much at a point where I can eat whatever I want. I know my orthodontist will kill me if she hears me saying this, but because obviously there are certain foods that you have been told specifically that you cannot eat, right? But I've reached a point where I've learned how to maneuver around food. I know how to eat what. You know what I mean? I know how to chew this. I know how to work around this and work around that. So I've reached a point where I am very, very comfortable with the way that I eat. And basically, I'm at a point where I can eat whatever I want. With that being said, though, I don't want to come across as careless or come across as somebody who is, suggesting that anyone who has braces should eat whatever they want and, not care about the precautions that the author has given to you. But what I'm saying is, stuff like meat at first was very difficult to eat. Now I've reached a point where I'm comfortable eating, most cuts of meat. Excuse me. And but I mean, obviously there's things that I'm definitely not gonna eat. Like for example, hard candy. I'm not gonna try bite down on hard candy. You're obviously not gonna do things that will guarantee you breaking your braces. So I mean, this is not an excuse to be silly, but I'm just saying that over time you become so used to the braces, they become so comfortable, they become such a part of your mouth that you actually end up adjusting fully and knowing how to incorporate them into everything that you do, basically, especially food, because I think that is the biggest problem. And another thing is that so far I haven't broken my braces, and that's something that I'm very proud of. And I am trying to reach the end of my treatment without breaking them. I hope I'm not jinxing it, touch wood. But I'm trying my absolute best to take care of my braces as much as possible, because another thing that you guys need to understand is that the more you don't look after your braces, the longer the treatment becomes. And I'm not trying to extend my treatment any further than I need to. My treatment is 24 months. I don't know if I had told you that before in previous videos. If I hadn't, my treatment is 24 months, and I am now at the 8 months point of my 24 months treatment period. So, I'm very happy with the progress that's been happening. inside my mouth. I think there's a lot of shifting and moving around that has been happening. And I think another thing that you need to understand about braces is that your teeth will move around a lot before they get to their final results. You know, sometimes you might find yourself having a very big gap. Sometimes you might find that the one tooth is lower than all the other two. You know, like funny things happen, but that's all part of the process. It's just a matter of being patient and just allowing the process to take care of itself. The orthodontist knows what they're doing. There's no mistakes in any of the movements. You know, when they adjust the teeth, when they adjust the braces every month, they know exactly what they want to happen in your mouth, you know, during that 4 weeks period. And that's another point that I want to get to. And that point is the importance of getting your braces adjusted every month. Because let me tell you something about braces. When the orthodontist adjusts your braces for that month, there is a certain amount of movement that will take place. Once that movement is done taking place, it's done. Your braces are no longer doing anything in your mouth, you know. So if you are missing your tightening appointments, then you're basically just wasting time sitting with braces in your mouth for nothing. You know what I mean? So it's important that once that certain amount of movement has happened that was arranged to happen for that 4 week period, go in again so that the next set of movement can start happening, and so on and so forth. And then, because when they look at your treatment plan, they know exactly what's going to be happening in your mouth. They know exactly that on this month, this needs to happen. On this month, this tooth needs to shift, and then that tooth needs to rotate, and then that tooth needs to be pulled down in the following month, you know. So it's all part of the overall treatment plan. So it is very important to keep up with those appointments, and that will allow your teeth to move faster and you won't have to have the braces on for longer than you need to. Hi Bopela, sengigodla ukunitshela ukuthi the other day I had a very close call. I was eating a mango. I was like biting it, you know. And then the one bite, I felt my wires shift and I was like, "Ooh, Aibo. No, 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 no. We are not doing that here. We are not breaking these braces. We're not doing any of that, you know." So I immediately ran to the kitchen. I took a knife. I started slicing the mango and cutting it into smaller pieces because, wow, I'm not going to be breaking my braces. So that also told me, Gusi, I've gotten to a point where maybe I'm too comfortable with my braces and I sort of feel like I can get away with anything, you know. So that just sort of made me think, Gusi, actually, I still need to be careful, you know. So do be careful, guys. The last thing you want is to break your braces. It's such a disturbance. It basically interrupts the whole treatment. It really does set you back a month or two, and I really don't think anyone wants to have to go through that, you know. And also the judgmental look that you'll probably get from your orthodontist. I do want to do another video once I get to the year mark, where I'm just basically giving you an update on, you know, everything braces related. I think that will be a good enough time for me to be able to give you proper feedback of, you know, things that you may or may not know about the braces journey even before you get braces. Some of the things that will happen or things that might happen, you know, that you may actually not be aware of. So please do look out for that video once we reach a year mark. We're currently sitting at 8 months. So in 4 months time, I will be doing another updates on, you know, things you should know about braces before you get them, because trust me, there is a lot of things that you may not be aware of before you actually get braces. things that I wish people had actually told me about before I got them. So I do hope that you enjoyed this braces update video. I do hope that it was informative and, you know, it just gave you an update on what my journey has been like so far. If you are thinking of getting braces and it's something that you're still skeptical about and you're feeling unsure, and I truly advise you to get braces. You know, it's such a life-changing experience seeing your smile come to life, you know, seeing your teeth become the teeth that you've always wanted them to be. So if you haven't done it yet, trust me, it's definitely a worthwhile journey. Get those braces, guys. But also, I think your body is your own personal experience, it's your own personal preference. And I'm not saying that if you don't have normal teeth or perfect teeth that you have to get braces if you don't want to. If you're comfortable with the teeth that you have, I mean, that's great, you know. But for anyone who's actually interested in getting braces and feels like it's something that they want to do, I just want to take this moment to encourage you and tell you that you're doing the right thing and you should definitely do it. There really isn't anything to be scared of. Braces are not a scary experience. They're not a gruesomely uncomfortable experience either, you know. Obviously, there's a lot of adjusting that needs to take place, but I mean, that's with everything in life, right? At least you know that you're working towards the goal of having the teeth that you want, right? So definitely get those braces, guys. Look after your teeth. A very big thing with braces is keeping your oral hygiene good. That also helps with moving your teeth even faster, because dirty teeth take longer, or unhealthy teeth take longer to reach the conclusion of the treatment plan. So the more you take care of your teeth, the easier the journey becomes for you. So guys, from me and my braces, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.